guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we'll be having a chat about FIFA 21 and what I think of the game. It's not scripted at all this, I'm just off the top of my head having a little chat as I've been playing this game a lot recently. I've got quite a bit to say about it, especially pro clubs. If you see in my video from last week where I just raged at pro clubs, it is a very broken game mode, and I'm just going to go over why I think it is broken and how maybe EA can fix it. So to start with, I'm just going to go over what I've noticed from most players on what I find. So me and my friends like to be similar to what we are in real life. So we're not what most people are in the game, which is short, usually black, with people with coloured hair. Now, if you are that in real life, then fair enough. I guarantee that not every single player is that. You can't be 4'10" with blue hair, green hair, or white hair. White or black people. It just doesn't exist, and that's what I find that most people are. Coloured hair midgets, to be honest. I don't know how to say that, but basically that's what I find. And it basically means they have unbelievable pace and just one ball in behind and they score. Whereas me and my friends like to be our actual players. We are in real life, and we try to score in more inventive ways, usually by crossing, if you're watching what's on screen. But again, this has been FIFA from FIFA 15. I remember FIFA 15 was all about pace, so in FIFA it is about pace, so I'm not surprised. It's just, I feel, when you come up against it every single game, it gets a little bit repetitive and it does drive you up all a little bit. But again, it's the game, so I'm not really going to have a go at that in a sense, because fine, if you want to be short and be rapid, be my guest. Again, I mean, if you don't have an end product, then there's not much more you can do. My real problem is when people control the AI. Now, there's no problem with controlling the AI, it's just me and my friends don't like to control the AI, as again you can see on screen. Because, you know, we want to have more fun with it, we want to be literally just our pros, and when we come up against people who control the AI, it's a little bit broken, because they can just pass around you, no problems at all. It's literally like playing it's like them playing against the AI, because they've got 3 players busy to play against, and then the AI, which you saw in the last video, is shit. So, I feel that when you're not playing the AI, you should come up against people who are playing as the AI. And if there's a way to do this, let me know. But that's basically how my biggest pet peeve with FIFA this year is, or FIFA pro clubs in general, is the fact that you go up against people who control the AI and you get absolutely slapped, because they are just, as long as they're like an average player, they're better than most AI defenses. So there's not really much you can do, especially when you've got really bad AI like we do. Again, that's in the last video, which is actually my next point. EA need to fix what's going on with the AI. It's a bit ridiculous when, like, one ball at the top can just get a player through on goal, or the keeper just does the most stupid stuff where he just is in the wrong position, or he gets caught out, or his kicking is unbelievably slow. I do not know what it is, but you'll be at a goal kick, or he's just made like a catch or something, and he'll literally stand with the ball and he can throw it straight away and get one last on goal. Does he? No, stands there. Okay, you're gonna pass it? No, and then he waits, and then he kicks in, and by that point it's too late. And it's like, I don't know why it's so difficult to do a first time pass. And it's not like we're all spamming the button. I understand if we're all spamming X or circle and he gets confused. We're not, we usually just let one of us do it. And he still just takes, like, you know, 6-7 seconds to do it, and I just don't understand why that's in the game. But again, if you're controlling the AI, you have an advantage, because you're controlling the keeper and you can throw it out straight away to the player of your choice, who is probably going to be you. Another problem I've found, and this just might be me, but when I'm running against the AI defenses or other players, their defense seems rapid. Now this might just be like a psychological thing for me. For some people who just, I don't know, I might have a low stamina at that point. But every single defender I come up against, if it's an AI defender, is tall, big and rapid, and it's like, okay, I mean, what are we meant to do against that then? Like, we try to go around them, and you know, we obviously do eventually find a way, But our defense always seems to be really short, especially our team in general just seems to be short, but not quick. Like our striker will give him the ball. Does he run through and goal? No. He comes back, tries to find a pass, gets tackled. Like he's really short. He must be like, I don't know, 5'2", so he should be pretty rapid. But he's not. He's fucking slow, and he just doesn't do anything. He just doesn't run through on goal. Because EA have to make a decision really, the AI, in my opinion. That's what my friend James said. The AI either needs to be completely like independent and will do their own stuff and will pass you when they feel the pass is right, or they have to completely listen to every single thing you say. If you say to pass them to pass to you, they have to pass to you, no arguments, because they're like in the middle where sometimes they'll pass to you, sometimes you ask for the ball, they won't pass to you, but because you asked for the ball before, the person they passed you then passes to you, and then that's when you're offside. You're being marked by a player now, you're in a worse position, you're not expecting the ball, and it ends up kind of in a way where you just lose the ball too often due to those kind of circumstances, which is kind of not in anyone's control or anyone's fault. But that kind of leads me on to my next point of passing. Now, I don't know what it is with the AI, but when you ask for a ball, they just don't really seem to see it. So when you ask for like a through ball, they just do the most basic straight through ball, instead of just maybe like going around the player, chip it over the top. Like I know you're meant to tell them to do that stuff, like chip over the top. But when you do ask them to chip over the top, it's like this weak little chip, which is so much costing, where it hits the first man and it's a bit, I don't know. I'm rambling quite a lot about how bad the AI is, but that's basically what this video is. It is just me rambling about how bad the AI is, because it's like, yes, we could play as any, but we don't want to play as any. We want to play. If we wanted to play any, we'd play a different game. I'd go play Ultimate Team if I wanted to play, as all the players. I play Co-op again, like I've played before. I want to play Pro Clubs to play as my pro to improve him. I don't want to play as any. I don't want any of us to play as any, because when you play as any as well, it just kind of feels that you're taking one or two people out of the game for your mate to play against somebody else. It's not as fun. But that's my problem. That is my main problem, is the playing against people who play as any. Because also they just stick an 89 rated pro keeper in goal, and their goalkeeper turns into bloody prime Neuer, and ours is bloody Carriers from Champions League final and drops the ball and does all that. So I feel like there's not. Again, that's a bit of a broken aspect, because leaving my friend said I paid for keeper for one game and my internet crashed, but my 89 keeper saved a goal. It was like, yeah, it's unbelievable, best keeper they ever had, and it was like, okay, but that shouldn't be, again, that shouldn't be right, but they still lost the game because obviously when I was crashing it, anyway, it doesn't matter. But I'm kind of rambling at this point, but this is what this video is. It's not scripted at all, it's completely off the top of my head. It is literally me just sitting down, one take, and I'm not having any cards, so I might repeat myself, whatever. I just want to just get this off my chest and just say that those are the reasons I don't like pro clubs. But there's a lot of reasons I do like pro clubs, like, some of the goals you score are unbelievable. I love improving my pro. I love the fact they have limited skill points compared to old FIFAs. I think that's such a good idea to stop everyone having 99 pace and everything is just ridiculously broken, and you having to physically work to get better stuff in game by playing the game makes you better. I think that's a great idea. I think the whole aspect of like I know this is a very pro club thing, but this is positive for pro clubs in general, like obviously creating your kit, creating your badge, tactics. I think they're all really good concepts, all the roles you have, and you kind of get to learn how you play with other people. Now when I go back to normal FIFA, it's really weird playing as a whole team, because you're literally playing as one player, but I don't really mind because it is just fun playing as a whole team. And I don't know why we never really played pro clubs. I was always playing Call of GTA when I was younger, and playing pro clubs now, I see why everyone loves it so much. And literally, for me, it is a very underdeveloped game mode from EA. I feel like they could do a lot more of it. Obviously, they put everything into Ultimate Team, which fair enough. Like, we can talk about their game modes. Ultimate Team is always Ultimate Team. People spend a load of money on players who they're not going to use in the end. I used to play Ultimate Team a lot. Also, apology for the creaking chair, my chair just creaks. I used to play Ultimate Team a lot when I was younger. As did everyone pretty much played FIFA. I just got bored because you'd spend loads of money and it would just be like so repetitive, and FUT Champs is so sweaty and I just literally cannot be bothered. It's just not fun. Career mode, they just don't really do anything with. Remember the last big update when I was playing it? I still remember when you had the little animation where you go and talk to the player and the managers of the opposite clubs. That was funny. But they don't really touch it, they just add little cool stuff. But again, Ultimate Team is definitely their focus. And there's obviously other cool little game modes. But I just feel like with pro clubs, they need to do a bit more of it, because you've got like a cup and a league. That's really it. I feel like, I don't know, I don't think there used to be a training mode to make your AI better, because I think that's a bit broken. Because that obviously means you just go and sweat that, kind of like what happened with Fortnite when you go into creative mode and just give it a good game. But I feel there should be a way where, they say every AI is the same, but I don't think that's true. From, if you saw my last video, how broken other people's AI was in comparison, or how shit ours was. But I feel there should be like a way to, I don't know, like get the AI to be more cohesive with you and more, they link the play better. I just feel like they're a bit rigid and they're a bit, I don't know, it's just, I see other people's AI and they like whack 30-yard pings over the top, or they chip a ball in behind, or they, I don't know, pass back to the keeper and the keeper then pings around or whatever. Our AI literally gets the ball. If you don't ask for it, they do like a 5-yard pass and then back again. And then they stand there with the ball waiting for you to argue an option, and it's like, again, I don't know what gameplay I'm going to be using. I've got some recorded, so whatever you're saying is that gameplay. But literally we were playing last night and of course the EA servers crashed. And I don't even know if we won. This is something I can't comment on until I know, but I'm hoping we haven't lost it, because that'd be a bit ridiculous. That I think we were losing 3-0, then 3-1, then 4-1, and then we came back to 4-4, and yeah, it's hopefully we can win. But I'm rambling, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll leave you there, and leave a like and comment what you think in the comments below. See you guys in the next one in a bit.